Baby, we are back for Love After Lockup. I feel like we got a few things that we need to talk about when it comes to this show. First of all, I got a lot that we're gonna get into for the previous for this past episode. But I did take notes like the previous Sunday and I did not do a review for it. But let me see what I got from the last episode, okay? So the first thing I had was with Christine and I believe Julian. All right. So she was ready to see her son, but her mama not ready because she's ready to see her son, but she wasn't ready to see her mama because she still resent her mama for taking her child. Now, granted, the mama did take the child because the child needed to have been taken if your ass over there doing drugs, but at the same time, I do feel like the mama was over there being spiteful, trying to see if she could get a coin off of that child, okay, in some type of capacity, in my personal, okay. Um he hasn't told nobody in his family about her, not his relatives, not his children, none of that. And don't nobody know nothing about her. So at this point, she's a secret, okay? They do go over to drop a gift off for her son, and then they end up pulling off, and she's about to get ready to head out because she'll be living like miles away. Not around the corner, but like I think in another state, okay? So she was really pressed about that, and she felt like she was gonna fall back into drugs. And I pray to God that she does not relapse and fall back into drugs. Now let's get to Zuri and Troy real quick. So Troy's mom comes and she keeps speaking on his BM and how she's good. She's a good mom, but she's a bitch. And it sounds like I feel you needed money from that girl or something like that, and she wasn't willing to give you shit. That's what it sounds like to me. All right. Zuri is ready to feed them, but the mama's still over there talking about the baby mama. Okay, and how she has his daughter around some other man, but for some reason she be complaining about her daughter being around Zuri. So that's an issue. Zuri feels like the BM wants Troy back and wants to be a family, but Zuri says she's not going nowhere. At the end of the day, you can want what you want, but girl, I'm still here to stay. Zuri starts feeling away because the mom keeps bringing up the BM, and she pretty much takes it out on Troy. And she makes him sleep somewhere else other than in the room with her. I feel like that's some whack issue. Like Zuri, I don't like you. I'm starting to see, girl, not me liking Troy more than I like you at this point, okay? But I'm glad he ain't plead with her. He ain't beg her. He ain't do shit. He just said, okay, and let her have it and took his ass in the living room. Okay. Love that for him. Love that for him. Went and laid in the living room, unbothered. She could feel how she want to feel. I'll just sleep on the couch. Mama was ready to get in that ass though. He was like, don't worry about it. All right. I feel like the mama was a mess. Um, when she realized the wife was having an issue, she said she doesn't want to be in a home and she be uncomfortable, like be in an uncomfortable situation. And then says the BM swears she was gonna give him some booty. And I'm like, girl, what? Why does he need to know what the BM said? Okay, now maybe that's the stuff that was over there pissing Zuri off. Okay, now the next morning, Zuri's still not talking to Troy. I don't feel bad for her because she knew that mama was gonna bring drama, but you still wanted that mama up in your house, so this is what your ass get. Okay, Troy mom tells him that he the man and everybody needs to pipe the fuck down and listen to him. That's what she says. And it's hard for people to pipe the hell down and listen to a man that ain't paying no fucking bills in this house. Listen to who? Okay, so I don't know about that, mama. You might want to sit down too, girl, because you're a little piece of a guest as well. So he talks with Zuri, and she apologizes for being petty. She's tired of hearing about the ex, and he says he doesn't know what the fuck going on, and he says he wants to continue to work on their marriage or whatever, or making their marriage work because no one gets their relationship but them. So he assures her that he is there for her. All right. Now everything's sounding good, but we don't know. I don't know about Mr. Troy because I ain't getting the other side from the baby mama for real. So the mom crazy because they about to go to church. She ain't got no panties on and stuff, and that's a whole nother conversation. She over there getting high child. Of course, they eventually go to church, but the mama over there tripping out, laughing. She just high as hell in the church. She didn't even want to meet Zuri parents. The little boy came outside to talk to the woman and everything. She said, "Go inside and make up something. Tell them I can't come. Just tell them to bring their ass on. I'm ready to go." Okay, girl, it was a mess, but the family eventually went outside. They had a talk with her. It was what it was, and then we moving on. Shante and True, okay? The friend Tisha, she wants to be called Shante. All right. She also wants to take the original Shantae's place, it appears. So she coming there laying it all thick on True and wanting, more with him. She checking out his body and speaking on how good he looks, and she acting all interested in him. But I don't know. I don't know about her. He said he was on the fence because she left before she could do it again. Then he over there talking about how he got a girlfriend and she stayed down and stuff. And Tisha is now trying to plant the seeds of doubt in him. All right. He does try to make it seem like he all in on Shantae number one, but I don't know. I think that he just afraid that Shantae number two gonna leave him again. And I also think that he ain't gonna be able to exhaust Shantae number two's funds the way that he exhausted Shantae number one. That's just a little piece of what I was thinking. Meanwhile, Shantae Shantae, number one, at the house stressing because he not really responding to her. So Drew finally got to the house. I'm sorry, finally got to the house. Shantae was over there packing up. She wanted to hang with him, but he ended up leaving her. She talking about she got to get back to her grandkids and stuff. He tells her after seeing how things are going, that since he's been out, he ain't feeling it. So basically, he break up with her. So she get upset and she pretty much shuts down, doesn't want to communicate. She spent money on him. He trying to get her the $1,000 back that she spent on him. And then she like throws the money. She goes into the bathroom, hides, cries, all of this stuff. Like Shantae just gotta really work on her communication. True goes into the bathroom and tells Shantae that she feels like no, he goes into the bathroom. No, yeah, and he tells Shantae that he feel like she tricked him. And I said, tricked you? How the hell is that? But then he also kind of made a little piece of sense. He feel like she was over there doing all that stuff for him to make him feel obligated. Like, oh, she did all of this for me, so I shouldn't leave her. I should really stick by her side. And I'm like, I don't know. It could have been a little piece of a finesse. He said that's why you never came down to see me because you knew that if I saw you and I wasn't attracted to you, that I probably would have cut it off basically a long time ago. Girl, that was just a mess there, honey. And Shantae was looking stupid and Slick trying to blame him for her stupid ass decisions. You wanted to go that extra mile and do all of that hoopty hoopty boopty boopty for that man, girl, and you done got yourself embarrassed the fuck out. Okay, that is on you. Okay. He thinks she used him, and I said, no, you used her, but she definitely tricked you. Okay. Anywho, that's pretty much what it is. He's playing games, but he's also being real at the same time. And he told me she played him for his paper. And I'm just like, go ahead, True. Go somewhere, honey, because you're not being truthful. Joey and Kim, it's Christmas Day. She done gifted this man a car. It wasn't a good hour that went by before he put on his clothes and left the house. And I don't even know where he went really, but she brought him a car so that he can go to work in it. But she got air tags in his car so she could see everywhere that he goes. And I'm like, why would you want to be with a man that's your child? Why would you want to be with your child? Okay. Joey says that Kim already getting crazy on his she already I'm sorry, not getting crazy, but she already getting on his nerves with all this craziness. He tells the story about his friend Tanner and how Tanner went to go buy some ecstasy or something. He was racing on the 2-lane highway or whatever, and then he ended up, getting in this terrible accident and dying. Like it was crazy. But that's all I remember on them. Leticia, as her and Keith then sat up here and got played by a damn paralegal that used to be in prison at one point. He done figured out the right wording and the right things to do, the right paperwork to submit to get his ass up out of prison. Now he over here finessing people as a paralegal. And it's like for you to own your own business and to own an accounting business and you not realize that a paralegal can only take you so far. In my personal, you're stupid and you deserve to get finessed in my opinion. Okay. So she relied on this man and come to find thinking that he can get out, her husband can get out, only to find out that he can't get out. It's not adding up. Then she find out that the man they working with is a damn a felon himself. He was locked up as well. So he tells her that he got himself out and he's working on getting other inmates out. She tells him that she knows that he's been in prison himself and he never made them aware of it. So then he tells her that he got himself out and he's working on getting other inmates out. He says he didn't tell them because he didn't see the relevancy. Excuse the fuck out of me. Why would you not see the relevancy when that's a part of your slogan as you're selling yourself now? I got myself out so I get other people out too. Are you stupid? Like what the girl, I said, girl, whatever this man do, he deserves to play in your face. He's giving scammer and that is what you get, okay? He's telling her that her husband's sentence is illegal. And I'm like, yeah, he's scamming. Do you know how many men sitting in prison and they stuff is damn illegal? Okay? But I mean, girl, he's scamming you. Anywho, so she meets with her friend Nikki, and she over there talking about how she feeling stupid, and she was telling everybody that he was getting out. Now she over there embarrassed as hell, and she's scared because I think her business may be affected somehow. Maybe her business ain't been doing so well or whatever, and she just got a lot of stuff going on. So that's just on her, okay? Um, what else happened? I think that could have been a further back episode. What else happened? Let me get into some other stuff. Yeah, Joey ended up proposing to Kim. Kim ended up accepting the proposal. Every time they kiss and stuff, I cringe because they are just not cute at all. He talks about gambling in prison and stuff. And all of that, whatever. Bianca is dumb as fuck. Dumb as a box of rocks. I cannot stand Bianca, okay? Bimbo Bianca is what they call them. She's headed to see Daniel, ready to move. But let me get into this bitch real quick, because last episode I did not like how this hoe came her best friend or her close friend. I love that her friend was over there clocking the fuck out of her and calling her delusional, and how she's blinded by love. The friend was over there telling her how she is on the defense every time somebody brings up things about her or brings certain things up to her about her situation. And Bianca has the audacity to say her friend is jealous. And I'm like, friend, if you're watching this, stop talking to that bitch. Leave that hoe where she at. Because she thinks she up right now, and just let her stay up where she at. And also, for what she's about to say tells a lot about how she thinks about you. Bianca says that her friend is jealous because she will explore more to live. She'll be exploring more to life, I think, than what she has. Bianca feels like she gonna explore more to life than what the friend has. And I said, what? I said, I'll be done with this whack ass bitch right there. Since you done ran into you a little piece of money and you done found you a jailbird ass. Now you want to try and SHI on somebody because your friend hasn't seen or lived outside of the area that she's in, and because you're about to go off and do your thing, you want to try and SHI on her as if that's not going to take you through the ringer. Like, okay, you're going to be needing that very friend you talking about. So she sent him marriage papers because he asked her to marry him. And when the friend is trying to give you advice, you over there thinking that the girl is jealous. She too far gone. You think that your friend is jealous of you when she's clocking certain things, and she jealous because you got a man and you about to go out and explore life and live life outside of the walls that she's only known all her life. That's a trifling bitch. Okay, so she talks to him about drinking and drinking a whole lot of wine bottle, drinking a whole wine bottle with him. It's like she is the type of person, like, she's very weird. She likes to do bad things. She enjoys doing bad. She just like it. She gets the kick out of and a thrill out of doing what you're not supposed to do. Okay, I don't know what that's about. And I feel like she knew that, like in the current episode, she talks about when she talks to his family, she said something like, oh, I didn't know when I got in the car with that girl that she was drunk. She seemed fine to me. No, bitch. Both of y'all was drunk, and you know it. Both of you hoes about was drunk. You knew that girl was drunk before she got her ass behind that fucking wheel, and you still got behind that damn wheel. Or not behind that wheel, but you still got your ass in that car. So you knew what the hell was going on. You like that type of thrill of shit. You like to live life on the edge and on the risk. That's why y'all, it's when they got this all the way in a whole nother state on the other side of the country in prison, and a man that also has a situation or a history with alcohol. There is some chemical imbalance going on within you that you think all of that stuff makes sound sense. You yourself, my love, is an alcoholic, and I don't care what nobody talk about. I'm believing that about her. I do believe that she gets drunk as well. I do. And we'll get into her story in just a second, okay? Was there anything else I wanted to say? Shante was in the car crying and everything. She was annoyed. True pulled up on her. She was bothered. I didn't understand why he pulled up on her and got in her car. I felt like y'all could have did without that. It was giving weird. It made it seem like he was enjoying seeing her cry or something. Like, I don't know what that was. Like, you made your decision. Why is you pulling up to get in the car with her if you ain't finna change nothing? Like, get the hell on. But we ended up seeing how much he's been hitting her up because he's been missing her. So he says we learned that she is indeed pregnant, and not only that, Miss Ma'am is pregnant with twins. Okay, and I think her daughter might be pregnant as well. But girl, so it looks like they gonna be having a conversation about that, and True gonna be trying to come back into her life. Um. I think that was it. I think that was pretty much all that I wanted to get into from the previous episode. Now let us go back, because now I want to get into, where is it? Where is it? I want to get into the newest episode. Okay, so let us go ahead and chime into the newest episode, and we're gonna start off with Shante and True. So True says that he finna get Shante back because he knows he misses that financial support, in my personal opinion. Now he wants to do a cook off with Shante, and they were supposed to do that anyway, open up a restaurant and all of that. So that's how he's about to work his way back in with her. What we learned is that he's a gambler, and that's how he's been able to maintain money, is by gambling. And I'm like, that's a risk. That's a risk, okay? Because once he done gambling away his damn money, he gonna be trying to tap into your money too. So they go and keep these two. Oh no, this is what I said. I said we TV is gonna keep these two around for a pretty long time in my personal, because they like this type of shit. Like, look at Marcelino and Brittany. Didn't they have a whole gambling issue and they kept them around forever, child? I said, yeah, we're gonna be seeing True and Shante for a good little minute. So True pops up on Shante, and I'm over here like, how you got her address? Of course, production. But I'm like, how you got her address? You just over there popping up and shit. Or did you get it from the letter she wrote? Anywho, he popped up. She was surprised to see him, but she was happy as hell. She was trying to hide the fact that she was so happy that he was there. So he tells her that he wants his family, and he apologizes to her for now, or for how he made her feel. And she says show her, because she don't trust him. Now I do appreciate, her trying to be on the little business. She was trying to be on the little business, girl, but we know it ain't gonna take much for her to let that damn guard down, child. So he says he doesn't need to use her. No, she asked him if he used her. He said he don't need to use her because he out of jail. She was like, oh, okay, so you was using me when you was in jail? He was like, nah, I'm just saying I got my own. I don't need you to do too much of shit for me that I can't get out here and get on my own, really, is what he was trying to say. So Shantae says that she doesn't know because he can leave her at any moment. He sure the hell can. And he over there talking about something, it's gonna get better. And she's like, okay, well, we gonna see with time, honey. He was honest with her when she asked him about whether he was talking to somebody else, and he said, yeah, he was. He said that he just realized that it wasn't her, and that Shantae is more of what it is that he needs, and she makes him better. So we are going to see if she does that. Okay, or see, well, not so much as if she, well, yeah, I guess so. We are gonna see if she makes him quote unquote better. We're gonna see what the hell gonna happen. So it was so good to see her laugh, though. I will say that it was good to see her laugh when she had tried that food when he got done cooking, baby. And when he sat that plate down, I said, girl, it don't look like he got not damn piece of vegetable, onions, peppers. I don't think I saw none of that, honey. It don't even look like the meat was seasoned. The meat didn't even look like it was completely cooked down. I'm like, what is this you brought this lady? Anywho, so she felt like the food was not good, and she was over there laughing her ass off. And I said it was good to see her laugh because I don't think that I've seen Shantae laugh for a majority of this whole damn show. All right, so he apologizes and wants to show her something different. She's trying so hard to stand on business, but she tells him he can stay there, but he got to sleep on the couch. He can't sleep in there with her. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Zuri and Troy. Zuri working on this fucking ponytail in this house. Yeah, I want to drag Zuri so bad, but I'm really working on not attacking people's looks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to really come for her appearance a lot, but I will say that I do not like I'm not a fan of the style. I think she's a very pretty girl, but I do not like her hair. And I think from time to time we all can use a facial routine. And the reason why I didn't want to really, I know some people on social media was dragging her about the bumps and stuff on her face or whatever. And sometimes it could help with a face routine or face wash routine. And maybe you may need some other type of serious ingredients. But then also it could be linked to a different type of medical condition that she got going on within her body. You know what I'm saying? I think it may happen to a lot of women that may have, what is it? I believe it's PCOS and stuff like that. So I don't know what her situation is, but the ponytail was killing me and I need her to let it go. I'm like, girl, I bet you look so great with your own natural hair. Like, you really don't have to force this on your head. And you knew that you weren't giving when you looked in the mirror. You knew you weren't giving. You knew it. And the fact that you had to go see the baby mama is what really stressed you out. But you already knew that y'all was gonna go and see her. So I don't know why you ain't gone here to get no hair appointment or you know what I'm saying? Do it up. If you trying to impress a bitch or stun on a hoe, you should have got that together. Instead of spending that money to fly that mama out, you should have spent that money on getting your hair done. Okay? Because it just was not. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of your ponytail being to one side and the part in the middle of your head being to another. Like, it's really it's irritating. I'm not even gonna hold you, girl, but I'm not gonna spend too much on you because it's not about your hair. So they're headed to Buffalo, and she may be meeting the BM, and she doesn't think that the BM likes her. So that's a concern. But I'm not featuring Zuri's really nasty attitude. I just think that she's just being rude for no reason. She's being very dismissive, to her husband. And it's just like, what's going on with you, boo? So she's mad that he was on the phone with the BM and says no one cares about how she feels. And it's like, first of all, He needed to communicate with her. He's always, as long as they have a child, they're gonna have to talk. You're gonna have to deal with it. This is the man that you went and got. Okay? Why? Do you want somebody else to just adopt his damn daughter? Like he adopted your damn son and act like, and daddy act like the baby don't exist? If he was to do that, I would question the type of bitch you are to be with a man that don't want to see his child. Okay? So you're gonna have to just deal with this. Like, let it the hell go. So, and then the other thing was, she's like, oh, nobody cares about how I feel. Ma'am, the boy just came in there to ask you how you feel. He just came in there to check on you and you were being dismissive. BITCH, if he don't check on you no more, I'm here for it. Because you're disrespectful and you're rude. And if and when y'all get a divorce, it's because of you. It might not even be because nobody cheated, it's because of your ass. Okay? Anywho, and then you got the mama up there making more sense than you. The whole time, the mama's supposed to be the most problematic person, got her issues and stuff, but she's making more sense than you. Anywho, I said any bitch that will not focus on the child and make a situation about the BM when she knows that she will be there, so it ain't like no cheating or nothing was gonna be going on and wasn't gonna be nothing crazy. She needs to be left where the fuck she's at. Any BIT that's making the focus more about the baby mama than you making it about the child, bitch, you need leave her where she at. Any bitch that'll go as far as to have an attitude, complain, act like woe is me, she's the victim or whatever, basically trying to sabotage this man's trip to go see his child, leave this hoe where she's at. Okay? So Zuri, in my opinion, you're acting like a weirdo. You're giving very much so emotionally immature as fuck. And it's bothering me a lot. It's bothering me a lot. It really is. It's like, girl, how much do you have your child? How much do you have your son? Because as a mom, like, you should know how important it is for him to be with his daughter. That should be the focal of it all. It's him spending time and being with his child. Do you be with yours? Because it seems like something not connecting, okay? So she talking about someone, about being with someone that can do something for her when he tries to calm her down, she cusses him out. Oh, he could go, whatever. He ain't got no lease. His name ain't on the lease or whatever like that. He can go. I could go be with somebody that's going that could do something for me. And he over there trying to check on her and she cusses like, get the fuck out of my face. Get your motherfucking ass out or whatever. And it's like, bitch. Whew. Troy, I respect the calmness, okay? I respect you for not getting loud. Let me tell y'all something. Troy ass walked the green mile. You hear me? That boy got the hell on. When she did that, he just got to walk in. And I'm so glad. Let that be how you release everything. You know what I'm saying? Just walk it off, baby. Just keep walking. Walk to the next state if you want to. Just walk, okay? But anywho, when it comes to her, ma'am, you went and got a nigga that couldn't do shit for you. And then now all of a sudden you want to yell and talk about a nigga that could do something for you. That you're so whack. You're so whack. Girl, I cannot stand it. Oh, she's annoying. The mama says the BM ain't a part of the family, but the daughter is. And I'm like, the mama got more sense than you. It's killing me softly. Now she wanna say that she not the cause for him not seeing his daughter, and then and have the nerve to say that Troy is selfish. Like, bitch, you ain't the reason that y'all behind to begin with. Then you talk about how you not going and you getting the attitude and you feeling away. Like, girl, what? I mean, and maybe Troy is the problem, but they're not showing us enough of Troy being the problem. We're seeing more of you being the problem, and I just can't take it. So the man been home for 4 days, and this bitch done already tripped out about 2 or 3 times. It's too much. Okay, she will be the reason that y'all divorced. Okay, and then what's killing me softly is she's allowing the things that the reader told her to get in her head and psych her the hell out. Either that or it's a lot of missing context that we don't know nothing about because this is not making sense, okay? The mama gets on the phone with Yana. Yana clues the mom in on Troy's feelings, and Zuri over there getting mad because she feels like he be lying. He be acting like he don't be talking to the girl or nothing like that. And then now she knows all of this information about you and you ain't tell me like, that's a problem. So Yana, the baby mama, tells the mom that Zuri has been cheating and a man been all at the house. At least these are things that Troy supposedly told her. Now we're gonna find out in the next episode to see if it's true. But what I believe that Yana be making up stories. I do. I think that Yana may not want him, but doesn't want to see him with her. And she might be driving a wedge, possibly. And I feel like she could be making up some shit. I feel like, you know, unless these are things that he told her when he was locked up or something like that. But the man been out for 4 days, so when has he really had time to talk to you about it like this? So Troy got this soft and innocent voice, and seemed like he may be a calm guy, nice, want to work on it, but we don't really know Troy like that either. So maybe Zuri may be right in how she feels about some things, but at the same time, like, I think Yana could potentially be making up stuff until we see that she ain't. Okay, so there's that. Let's get to Hope and Arthur. So he tells her that she should have put her okay, so I believe I missed this part, but I believe that he went had some time with his mom. They had a complete talk. He apologized to her. He told her she was a good mom. He was regretting the fact that, you told me to go and clean or wash my clothes. I didn't wash my clothes that day. I did what I wanted to do, and doing what I wanted to do that day resulted in me going back to prison. And if I would have just listened, I would have never been back in this situation. So that man is traumatized. He really went through some things when he was in prison. I don't know in what ways was he violated, but he has witnessed and seen a lot, and he has a lot of anxiety. He got a lot going on inside of him, and I honestly feel like it didn't just start once he got in prison. I think that it was things that was happening before that even happened to him. But anywho, so he got in late. They had an issue with that. I think she thought that he was with somebody else, but he was really with his mom or whatever. And so he tells her that he should have put her in more of the mix of what all he was doing. Okay. She tells him it's all good. I'm about to take you to a fabric store. For his clothing line or whatever. So they get there, and I'm really hoping that the clothing line works out for him. It's something that he really likes, and after seeing him have so much anxiety this episode, he needs something to focus on and to do. Of course, he needs a mental health help, but also if he could just pour and give his energy and start doing the things that he really enjoys that may bring him happiness, peace, calm, whatever. I hope that he's able to really do that. So while they're out at the fabric store, she gets a call from her sister, and the sister don't know shit about him. She don't know nothing about this man. So when he walks up, like, who you on the phone with, trying to talk to her, she's like, 1 second, like, she tell him, like, stay back, like, don't come close. Then she tells him it was the sister, so he's feeling away, like, damn, why you ain't tell your sister them about me? Why you don't want to tell them about me now? Like, what the hell really going on? If you'll keep me from your family, then who else would you really keep me from? So now his head and his wheels are turning, and he's creating all of this in his head. But at the same time, I feel like Hope contributed to this. Just a little, and he did too, because when he was locked up, she wanted to get some sex in, and he said, "Yeah, you can do that as long as it ain't no real relationship, and it's just you just knocking them down and you moving on. Then cool, all right." So they both contributed to that. So I think that's what he thinking. Maybe she got somebody that she did fall for, But then also I think his anxiety got him expecting the worst of everything. Now, Arthur also goes on to start snooping, but gonna play it up like he was looking for some letters that she wrote him or whatever the case was, and he ended up finding pictures. Nah, you was in there snooping, looking for something, you went looking and your ass found. How about that? Okay, so he found something, and yeah, she just said that. I think she tried to downplay it, like that was the past, like I could throw it away, and he tried to brush it off, like it ain't nothing. And I'm like, okay, if you don't start communicating in this relationship and expressing how stuff makes you feel and stuff like that, if you don't start doing that, this relationship is doomed. And not only is it doomed, you are going to get to a place where you're going to hold so much stuff in that you are going to explode on her ass, and it's not going to be in a great way. Okay, it's not going to be good for you. So he needs to really work on that. She wants him to open up with her, and he ends up telling her, "Listen, I'm still institutionalized. Like I still got that going on." He does break down the psychological trauma that takes place in that place, from the attire that you wear to the colors that you see every day that's painted in the cell, painted in the prison. Like it's a whole psychological. I can imagine. I can imagine that it is. I can imagine that it is, and I would never want to be there with you. Okay. Arthur over there tripping out because he's seeing demons, and this was crazy for me when he said that he was seeing demons all over the place, like the production of different people was looking like demons. I said, oh, this man needs help, because this sounds like those people that'll just go and kill somebody and say God told him to do it, or voices in their head told him to do it. That's why I feel like this young man has been troubled, and it's been happening before prison. He's gonna need some serious therapy. Serious therapy. Because he look like he will just snap at any moment and start killing every fucking body. Okay, that's what it looks like. The stares that he was giving her, and she was like, hello, trying to talk to him, and he wasn't saying that. He just staring in her face. I said, oh, baby, this is something. I don't know about this. And she's like, you're scaring me. I said, bitch, I'm not even there. And he's scaring me for you. Okay? So that was crazy. He tells her, I love you, Hope. And I'm like, yo, this man, he's freezing up. He got anxiety going on. He's seeing things. He's probably hearing shit too. He was trying to get it all under control while she's trying to rub on him and touch on him. And she doesn't know any better. She don't know what's right or wrong. She just know that she's trying to console the guy that she's with right now. Right? Because it don't seem like she's been through anything like this before. So it's gonna be a lot of work with him. And I hope that he gets all the help that he needs. Okay. I felt like Hope needed to step away, especially when the mama called. Instead of being all up on him, I think she needed to take a step back. But I had to realize that she don't know that. She's thinking that her being there is helping calm him, but it actually wasn't. His mom is what was calming him. And in that moment, I was like, damn, now I see why the mama wanted him to come back with her. In a sense, I see why. I'm like, damn, maybe he should have went back with his mama versus staying there with Hope. I know he wanted to stay there with Hope for the television show and all of that, and because he loved Hope, and because Hope was there. He probably don't want to go back home and be mistreated and be looked at in a certain way, and you talking to him like this or that. Get your ass, get a job, do this or that. Maybe he didn't want to go into that type of environment, right? Maybe going back to that environment would have sent him into enough anxiety and PTSD or whatever he got going on. So it's multiple factors, but I love the fact that production stopped filming and got him immediate help for sure. So I hope things work out for him. Okay, that's really serious. That was scary. Now let's get to Bimbo Monica real quick. So Bimbo Monica made it to Scottsdale, Arizona, and she's getting settled into the apartment or the Airbnb. The issue is whether he will be in the halfway house or not. Y'all, hope that he's gonna be in a half. I hope he's forced to be in a halfway house and can't be there with her. I'm sorry, that's not nice, but that's how I feel. Okay. Bianca meets the parents, and we learned that the daddy is a drunk too, bitch. It seems like the damn whole family seemed like they suffering from some type of addiction of some sort. Okay. What we learned is that he's been sober for 5 months. The mama like, oh, he doesn't drink. I'm thinking like it's like my man who doesn't drink and may have had a total of maybe less than 5 drinks in his damn life. I don't even think it's been a good 3 damn drinks. Okay, that my man has had ever in his damn life. That's what I'm thinking. But she like, oh, he doesn't drink. 5 months sober. What the fuck? I'm like, oh, you sure he don't? It's 5 months out, girl. I'm concerned. But anyway, so the mom is questioning her about her drinking around him, as she fucking should, because Miss Ma'am seems to be an irresponsible ass little brat. Is what it's giving. She says that she doesn't want to stop drinking. I said, finally, you just came out and said it instead of trying to finesse the answer. So Bimbo Bianca tells the story about the drunk driver accident, and over there talking about some, yeah, I didn't even know that she was drunk. You know, she looked fine. Girl, you a fine ass a liar, is what you are. Okay, and not in a good way, girl. Let me take that fine out. You a dumbass liar. Okay, girl, don't get this anyway. Um, what else? The mom talks about how she lost one of her son, the middle son, to a fentanyl overdose. I believe he passed away 2 years ago in 2022. So that was really sad. Bianca, though, it did not move her ass at all. Mama crying about her son did not move Bianca at all, knowing that she too had a near death experience herself. Okay, from an accident. Girl, she was not moved at all by the mama tears. Like, girl, oh, okay. And so anyway, let me talk to the brother. Okay. You like me? Oh, okay, you do. Well, then why did you try to convince your brother to not marry me? Okay. So she didn't give a damn about that. She was trying to get it to the mess. Let me tell y'all something. We over here thinking that damn, what's his name? Whoever to do, I forgot. I think it's Daniel or something. We think Daniel may be the problem because he's coming out of prison. No, this bitch is gonna be the problem. And the more they be on this show, I will not be surprised if she fuck around and get her own DUI charges. Watch what I tell you. But anywho, there's that. Christine and Julian. Christine has a drug addiction, and I hope that she doesn't return to that. I'm glad that they went to the office to get the contact on her PO. Because of course you want to make sure you got that in order. I'm sure, right? I feel like this is what Shante was trying to do with True. Let them know that you're actually trying and you're trying to hunt these folks down so they don't try and create a narrative and then throw your ass back in prison. Hello? So this is what they was trying to do. So anywho, they go for a walk, and Julian says that he's hired an attorney for her twins. Hired an attorney to help her with the custody rights or whatever with her twins. And now she needs an attorney for her son, for the custody rights or whatever with her son. So he complains about how much money he spent, and she's over there getting annoyed. Now, I don't like how he's approaching her like she's a problem when he's the one that signed up for this. Yes, she does need a job, which is what he kind of said. And I'm sure that money is going to go to the child support before it goes to your household anyway. Talk about some a little bit of money will be good or something. And what he's trying to do, I feel he's putting the pressure on her because he knows it's about to come time for him to introduce her to the family. And he feels that once he tells them like, oh, she was a convicted felon or whatever, she was in prison or whatever, he can soften the blow by saying, oh yeah, she has a job, she's trying, she's doing this, she's doing that, so it won't look like to the family that she's bleeding him dry, when in all honesty, even if she is, he has offered to do these very things for her. So I just he's gonna piss me off too. He's gonna piss me off too. But I also didn't like how she started to complain as well. Like she started to feel a little entitled at the same time, right? Like she wasn't supposed to ever have anything to worry about because he was going to cover it all. And I kind of felt the way about how she responded to him. But at the same time, you created this madness, sir. That's how I feel. He created it. You set her up for her to believe that she could rely on you for all things. So this is what the hell you get. It's just really that simple. You should have been more, you should have made sure you communicated more when she was locked up on the task and expectations once she got out of prison. And honestly, I feel like, well, she, listen, I helped you get an attorney for the twins, but you, for your son, you're going to have to get a job and you're going to have to get an attorney for that one, and that's something that should have been said a long time ago. So she would have been aware coming out, but that's your fault, sir. Leticia goes and see her attorney, Leticia and Keith. She goes and see the attorney. Girl, I like this attorney. This attorney didn't waste no time. It was a real clean, clear cut case. Okay. The attorney tells her, he explains that Keith doesn't qualify as she expected that he does, right? So like she thought that he qualified, and he was like, listen, the law hasn't necessarily changed, but the sentencing has changed. But being that he's about to get out in 8 months, I doubt the sentencing changes to allow him to get out any earlier, right? That's really for people that are going to be sentenced since. So if this went into effect, let's say July 1st, this is how I processed it. I could have been wrong. Let's say it went into effect July 1st. This is really for the people after the fact that's going to be sentenced in the future. So now the sentencing structures has changed, but now they want to apply that to people that's already in prison. And maybe the people that's going to be in there for another 10 years can try and use it to their benefit, but he's about to get out in 8 months. Chances are, by the time this goes to the courts and they talk to everybody and do this and that and whatever, it's going to be 8 months and he's going to be getting out any damn way. So, ain't no telling, the judge may keep, or the attorneys may keep pushing it out. We need another meeting. We need another meeting. By that time, he's out of prison. So you've wasted money on attorneys, and you damn sure don't wasted one on a paralegal. So he's like, you might as well just ride this shit out. That's what I was getting. He gave her a clear, clean cut, straight answer. He told her being sold you a dream. He read that paperwork, didn't have that paperwork long before he realized what it really was fucking giving. Okay? This is an inmate that figured out how to get himself out of jail, got himself out of prison or whatever, and then turned around and trying to help other folks. And now he's trying to make money and make a living off of it by charging people to do what it is he did for himself. It's giving a finesse, it's giving a scammer, and you might not want to really trust him. I was so here for that man. I said, you better know what you're talking about, sir. And it better not take long for you to get to the point. I love it. Now she got to go and do the damn walk of shame because she got to go and let Keith know what the hell really went down. And what I really didn't like was that she told her husband about the meeting, but she wasn't as blunt with her husband as the attorney was blunt with her. It was like she still was kind of like tap dancing just a little bit, to me, is what it seems like. She was kind of like sugarcoating, and it seems like she was trying to sugarcoat it to prevent him from getting completely upset. And I'm like, you scared of him getting upset and you ain't even in his face, you just over the phone? If that's the case, does he have a hot temper? Because if that's the case, then I'm a little afraid of what it's going to be like once he gets out. Either way, honey, good luck to everybody. All right, that's all that I got at this time. I thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Okay, me give the latest updates on Love After Lockup. Girl, I'm gonna try to get back on it. The new season is about to come. what, in October, and I said I wasn't gonna review it, but after watching the trailers and stuff, I'm like, oh girl, I think I'm gonna keep it going. I think we're gonna keep the Love After Lockup going. So to all your people that be watching Love After Lockup, they be tuned in, they be enjoying the show with you, and you be calling up and y'all be chit chatting and all of that. Girl, go ahead and send them these videos, okay? Go ahead and share the videos with the people that you enjoy and you talk to on the message boards and all of that. I think we're gonna keep this thing going because the way the other two, the black couple, that he had the cameras all in the house, and I can't think of their name at this time. I think it was like Teeny and somebody, I forgot her husband name, but baby, the way that somebody gonna be throwing hands, we tuned in, baby. We tuned in. We tuned in just a little piece. Okay. But that's all I got. Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like Soldier Rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, one fumble. I done came too far to be